How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to another episode of our Rise of Rome playthrough for Civilization 4 Warlords. As you might recall, in the past turn, we captured the city of Memphis, but we had already used our great artist, which resulted in, well, now I don't have a great artist to immediately culture bomb that city to take over the victory resource. So yeah, I kind of screwed myself there, I'll have to admit. But what we are going to do, we will get a great artist in the next turn, and I'm going to try to hurry that down here as quickly as possible, and maybe we'll save some time. I can't say for sure, but it's a possibility. In the meantime, I'm just getting a whole bunch of these Praetorians on top of that hill to fortify the resource to make sure that Egypt can't throw another monkey wrench in my plans by pillaging it, like Greece did, as we so famously remember. But I do want to get more units going over there across to North Africa, so we're going to work on that as well. Here's that lone trebuchet. Still hasn't made it all the way back. And we're pressuring Egypt and their triremes, which have decided to play with me a bit here. Let's grab all of these units and get them into the galleys, and we actually have a few empty galleys, but that's not going to be a problem. Let's get these guys moving all the way down there. And it looks pretty good. Cancel this and group all four of these triremes together, and you're going to sleep there because I like it like that. There we go. 45 turns left. Oh, we've been hit. Where exactly? I see dangerous stuff all around the place. We have a scout over here. Looks like we've mostly been hit over on this side. And it looks like we lost units. Wow. We lost... Holy smokes. What? Al Cid got destroyed? How did that happen? Al Cid... Oh, Al Cid. He was the trebuchet. Okay. But we did lose the units here. We might want to try to make peace with this dude. He will make peace. That would be interesting. Do we have anything to gain by fighting again? The danger would be that his city expands its borders again and then takes control of the resource like Carthage used to. I think we should make peace. There we go. That way we don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. And then, of course, Greece also made peace. Do they still have Gaza? Yeah. Greece managed to hold Gaza. Which is somewhat surprising. But they got away with it. Okay. I'm sure there's some sort of political statement that could be made about that. But here we have our great artist, and the galley is within range. So we can load it up this turn. And then get to sailing. It's going to be like 5 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns. I think the best thing we can do is shoot for the port of Leptis Magna. So that's 4 turns. Then it's going to be how many more after that? Like, this is a ways to go. We might not get there before the city naturally had its borders expand. But we'll see. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all cities now, and we're going to automate production. So this is just going... Okay, go back one. Untether the growth rate of the city. I think we can manage it. That city was focusing on commerce. We don't need that anymore. Actually, quite a few of these cities I had set up to focus on commerce. Okay, it looks like I got them all. Basically, it's just a rush to the end now, I think. What's that? An enemy? Is that a barbarian? It most certainly is. And if I don't deal with it, he's going to harass my economy. So we're going to try to do something about that. Actually, I think it might not matter that I set those cities up to automatically produce units, because it looks as if the fact that I had it set up to make Praetorians forever takes precedent over that. So... get rid of the Praetorians. Have cities building a settler for no good reason. This city's set up to build lots of Praetorians. So is this city. Okay, that should take care of it all. Pretty much everything should be automated now. Hopefully. Hopefully we won't have to spend so much time monkeying around with that now. And the same thing with workers. I'm going to go to options and we're going to say workers start automated. So there we go. Upgrade all those units and fortify. My golden age has come to an end. Where is my... okay, one more turn and the great artist will be on the shore. Kill that barbarian. Thank you very much. Unload great artist. And how many turns is this going to take? Woohoo! It's going to take 6 turns to get there. And that is exactly how many turns of resistance we have left in Memphis. So, wouldn't you know it? It's not going to help us one little bit. It's not going to even shave 1 turn off in total, which is a crying shame, really. When I think about the opportunity that I had of 10 turns of making additional points. Unbelievable. It's a travesty, really. But we have 41 turns left. Let's try to get through this as quickly as possible. More nonsense. Here's a worthless settler that needs to be deleted. Damn it! How did this happen? We're gonna have to declare war on him again. Look at that. Look at that weasel, man. How does he do it? How does he consistently do that? Always getting a one-up on me. It is incredible. And whenever I use culture against him, it never works. They always have so much dominant culture over there for some reason. Like, how is that territory not mine? How is he exerting more influence from way over here than my city that's right next to it with a total of 4,000 culture in it? I mean, come on. It is such BS. It really is. Okay, well, what am I going to do about this now? I obviously don't have enough to hold this city. And we only have 36 turns left. So, like, even if I pull everything out of here, I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Pull everything out of there. All these units dispatch like that. And then fortify. Yeah. Guess we're doing that. Can we declare war next turn? I can't believe it. I just can't. Like, how many more of these cities am I going to have to take before the influence is no longer on there? Like 1, 2? I have no idea. There's got to be a city around here somewhere. Unbelievable nonsense. It really is. It really annoys me too. This culture, these borders nonsense that's going on here. Like, I'm not sure we can actually get to the top anymore now. It was just a little bit too little too late. Too much BS that took place. Now he has all these units on top of it. For whatever reason. Start building Praetorians in here, I guess. It's a really unhappy city. Is he going to try to take it back from me? I have no idea. Here's another worthless great artist. Goodness knows they never work, so I don't know why I bother. But we're going to send it down there anyway. We're going to pump a total of 8,000 culture into that city. And we're going to see if that makes any difference whatsoever in reclaiming my borders from this jackass. Because honestly, at this point, I just don't know. Wait. Where are my units? Okay. They are currently moving. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 turns to get there? Alright. The 22 turns will be left at that point. Oh, wait. We have our galley here already, huh? Okay. Let's bring that great artist over. 6 turns. Let's see what we can get done. What can I say? I guess I'll just keep pumping culture into that city and see if anything happens. If we don't get it back, at the end of this game, I'm just going to spam a whole bunch of, like, open the world builder and spam a bunch of great artists in there. Just to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. What did you get? What got attacked? Praetorian and a barbarian horseman. Well, it's not the worst. Come on. Next turn. 28 turns left. The AI wants to build a lot of spearmen for some reason. Where is my great artist? Right there. A couple more turns and we'll be set. The good news is he isn't pillaging it. Maybe what I should do... Where are all my workers at? Here we go. Grab all these workers. And they didn't want to grab. Listen, workers, cancel what you're doing. And you're going to go all the way down here to Memphis. Just in case he does, on the odd chance, pillage that resource somehow. Before I get to use it. Build a Roman missionary. You know what? In Beyond the Sword, you can actually automate missionaries. Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. His borders dominate everything. Unbelievable. 8,000 culture. Well, it's a good thing my military is almost here because we're going to have to declare war on him to try to get these cities back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just like so many small bad breaks that I've had. And he's going to be sticking to this tile like glue. The Joker. I'm not even sure I can defeat him. Like 33%, those are the best odds I got. My units just suck against these axemen. Because they're melee units, you know? Guess I'm just gonna upgrade all of them. The ones that are available to upgrade anyway. And I guess I'm just going to have to settle for a loss here. What can I say? My units are just not getting here fast enough. 2 turns. Another 4 turns to get there. Come on. Takes forever. Where is this enemy? Another barbarian. Just to cause turmoil. Kill it. There we go. It doesn't help me that he's in a stronghold either. Here's another worthless missionary that I'm not going to use. Here's another great artist that means absolutely nothing because I can't culture bomb stuff. Worth a damn. 3 turns left. 3 age-long turns. 2 turns. Okay, 1 turn. Cancel. This is the turn we go to war. Split up. Gonna hit him with trebuchets. Six units? 5 units, okay. Now we're gonna stop doing collateral damage. We need units. We need strong units. 49% odds. Lost. 85% odds we win. 99.2. 99.8. 99.9. 99.9. 99.9. 99.9. 99.9. Okay, excellent. Promote these units against melee. How are we looking? How many units did I get that have melee promotions? That one has a melee, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 12 of them have the right promotions for it. I guess we're just jumping there for 1 turn. It's not going to do me any good to pillage the tile because Brennus is making points anyway, so literally no point in doing that. Another worthless settler, thank you AI for ruining me. Building units that I most definitely don't need. Oh look, they built a worthless Phoenician missionary, which is not the state religion that I have, so why did you bother building it? Well, let's see here. All of these units, let's group them up, except for the archer. Archer stays behind. Get them all up there. Mine has been destroyed by a marauding barbarian something or other. Swordsman? I guess that was it. Good grief, they cannot leave anything alone for a minute. And now I need to move these units back into the city of Memphis to defend it. There we go. More worthless spearmen. Good grief, we cannot get enough of these spearmen apparently. Let's see what it takes then. Nothing so far. And... no more cities either, interestingly enough. Farm has been destroyed by marauding Egyptian horsemen. Right there. The good news is I was promoted for mounted units. That unit almost got entirely massacred. Oh well, what do you expect? Would expect us. There we go. The city will probably fall now. They make me take so much land just to get these puny resources. It's unbelievable. More pillaging. Oh, luckily this one got a promotion. So it's not completely out of the counting. I actually should have had a unit promoted for healing, but I didn't. Alexandria is in our sights. Just need faster units. Yeah, there was the farm that got destroyed. My units simply are not fast enough to do these blitz wars that I'm entertaining. I'm not even sure if taking Alexandria will do it. Like, I might have to take Thebes as well. Believe it or not. It's ridiculous, but what can you say? Like, I have all these units, but there's no way to realistically get them over here. You can't. You have to sail each and every single one of them. The Egyptians took back Gaza, it looks like, yeah. Which wasn't unexpected, really, considering how it was right in the middle of Egyptian territory. Surprised the Egyptians haven't done more damage than they already have. Sort of like this. You got some triremes in there. Okay, what are we gonna do about this guy? Do we have like a unit that's ready for promotions? Like it needs one more experience and then it will get another promotion. 4 out of 5, that's one. So next turn it will get a promotion, hopefully, and then I can promote it for healing. Which will be nice. Okay, at the borders of Alexandria. Too bad we can't raise cities. Like, I'm really not digging that set of rules that doesn't allow us to raise cities. It's really dumb. We need to be able to raise cities in this game. Okay, promote for healing and get back in the city. Okay, let's see if we can take this city in one fell swoop. 60, 40, 20, 0. What are our odds? 64%, which is why we lost. These archers are ridiculous. Brennus has declared war on the Egyptians. I wonder why he did that. It's not like he has land that borders with them. Well, maybe he does. Up here, I suppose, a little bit. Still, it's not that significant. Okay. Let's see if we can take these last cities. 96.2, 99.8, 99.9. And we have the victory resource finally, at last. At long last. Let's see if we can make peace with him now. Yeah, he'll give us 1,000 gold. Okay. 15 turns left. Well, I don't think it's going to make much difference at this point. Good grief. Had to take 2 cities from all of them. Had to take 3 cities from... I mean, this is useful information going forward. To get this resource, I obviously had to take 3 cities. To get the Carthaginian resource, I had to take Carthage and Hippo Regius. I'm not sure about this other city. I might have had to take it. So that would be 3 there. And then to deal with Egypt, you have to take at least 2 cities as well. Ridiculously cultured Alexandria. It doesn't really surprise me, I guess. It has the Great Lighthouse and the Great Library here. Both of these are wonders that produce a ridiculous amount of culture. So in some ways it does make sense, but it's still a blow when you pump 8,000 culture in here and it doesn't even take the tile that's immediately next to your city. It's still a pretty heavy blow to my plans. Let's break these workers up, automate them, and then all of these can fortify. And all of these get in Alexandria. Like if I had known, I guess that's the thing, if I had known about it earlier, it might have changed things. If I had known about the fact that I wouldn't be able to culture bomb the city from the very first turn, that would have probably saved me about 11 turns that I could have been plotting to declare war instead. And moving those units down there. But as it is, like it was a close one, but I'm pretty sure that this is it. I'm pretty sure I can't make up the score there. There's an enemy barbarian here because, oh my goodness, the barbarians are just so annoying. Can we just have like automatically fortify all units? That would be nice. 12 turns left. I haven't even beaten the Egyptians yet in terms of score. Good grief, they're all over the place. Just barbarians everywhere. They interrupt me from time to time with nonsense while I'm trying to get this game to end. I know I sound angry because I kind of am. They just keep making spearmen for no reason, just to delay the length of this mission. Like, it should be over. We're so close to being over with this nonsense. Get rid of the chariot. There we go. Can I at least take second place? That would be nice. I could at least beat the Egyptians on this one. I should have had my... That's what I could have been doing. I should have split my forces up. Maybe we could have just struck a blow against the Celts. It would have been interesting. Like, I think we might have been able to take the victory resource if we took these 3 cities. So if I could have gotten enough ships over here... I just don't know how I would do it, though. Like, I only have 2 cities that can actually build ships on that side. So if they all built galleys, I might have been able to do it. Because obviously we're not going to be able to sail through Carthaginian land. We'd have to declare war on him then. At least some of these cities are getting smart and are finally building wealth. So who knows? I might have been able to squeak a victory out of this if I tried a bit harder. Oh, we finally overtook the Egyptians in terms of score. We're so close, really. Like, we go up by about 30 points while he only goes up by 10. So we're making significant gains versus him, but we just barely don't have enough time left. It's a shame. Carthaginian revolt has taken place in Hippo Regius. Beautiful. We might need a great artist down there, I'm not sure. How much of this is my city? 22%. Haha. That was after 2 culture bombs. Still only 22% my city. Giza has been captured by the Celtic Empire. What? Oh, there was another Giza. Okay. I was like, how would he travel all the way down there to capture Giza? It just struck me as very odd. Deal cancelled peace treaty. They've made peace with Brennus. The Celts have made peace. Oh my goodness, we're so close to winning. I think we're going to win. Holy smokes. How did that happen? With 3 turns left, we take the lead. Unexpected. Here's a great profit. We're just going to start another golden age, I think, in celebration. Wow. Who would have expected that? I didn't. I've taken the lead. I mean, I do have all of their victory resources, except for 1. But still, with 2 turns left, I guess it's things like that that make you really glad you didn't quit. Because there were some dark times. I'm not kidding. There were some times when I thought it was impossible to win. And that I should just GG out. But, wow. You've taken the lead. pressed our advantage, managed to take the lead. And 1 turn left, we're going to win. There's no way we can't win now. Augustus Caesar has won a time victory. Yes! Wow, that was close. That was a very close game. Make no mistake about it. Here we have the starting scenario, 300 BC. As you can see, all of the other civilizations start established, but the Celts start as a single city there. So they have a long and storied history in front of them. But they expand quite rapidly. I believe they did start with a whole bunch of settlers. And here I am, Rome, right in the middle of everything. I already declared war in Greece, took over the island of Greece right there. That means I got my first victory resource. I was feeling pretty good about things at that time. Obviously, I needed to take another one, so I declared war on Carthage. I was island hopping there. Finally took Carthage itself. Things were going pretty good. Took the city there, and then we ran into the problem of Greece going to flip that city on the island, and so I declared war on Greece again. And then Greece hit me over here in their main territory and took back a whole bunch of cities, so we're flipping back and forth. Finally, I'm beginning to establish a bit of a foothold. I lost it again. So there's a whole bunch of time that elapses here because I didn't have enough units to just finally pull, knock Greece out of there. And finally it happens. And then we make peace, I believe. And then I have to start, I finally took the island there with the statue of the Colossus on it. And then finally we declared war on Carthage again. And as you can see, I hit into the middle of Carthage there. I lost a city due to Carthage. Here we go. More familiar history. Took 2 cities, 3 cities there. I made peace after capturing Hippo Regius and settled for peace by taking this city down here at in the middle of North Africa. And there I did. I took Memphis, or whatever the capital. It was Cairo, I suppose. And we are pretty much familiar with what happens past that. I finally took the city of Memphis, or whatever the one with the great lighthouse in it. And then finally I had the resources I needed. If I hadn't taken that city, there was no way I would have won. But once I took the victory resource from the Egyptians, I was able to just barely squeak by with a small time victory at 200 AD. And you can see the world has pretty much been filled up. And I don't control a whole lot of land overall, but I was sort of missed out mentioning the Celtic War that took place after, I believe it was the war with Hannibal. So yeah, I kind of missed out on mentioning that, but I took a total of 3 cities there, and then 1 city, 4 cities from the Celts, and then 1 city from Greece that was in that sort of Western European area. Total playtime of 12 hours and 24 minutes. So as you can see, even these scenarios take a fair amount of time in Civilization 4. And as you can see, here we have our info screen. What did power look like? The Celts were just ridiculous. Like, they really skyrocketed well above me. It's no wonder they declared war on somebody. I'm just kind of glad that they didn't declare war on me. I suppose I was stronger than the Egyptians were. Here we go in terms of food yield. You can tell, wow, the Egyptians really took a hit. The rest of the civilizations, not really, but as you can see, once again, the only thing that the Celts really don't dominate on were gold and, I think, culture. Everything else, it looks like pretty much the Celts dominate food production and power and score right up until the very end when I just barely sneaked a higher score than them. 2,550 versus 2,500, so 50 points difference, which is not very significant. In terms of top 5 cities, Celtic, Egyptian, and Carthaginian. I didn't get to place in any of the top 5 cities, which is a little bit sad, but we had a very warlike history. I managed to kill a whole bunch of units here. Wow. Horsemen, 45. 33 war elephants, 19 war elephant 2s. Looks like the most thing that I destroyed was trebuchets. I destroyed 60 of them. And then we built some walls. Pretty interesting stuff. And there we get it. Our first entry in the Hall of Fame, playing at the Emperor difficulty. And we won a time victory, even though it was really a score victory, because if they hadn't, then I wouldn't. But yeah, okay, that pretty much does it. I'm going to save this game, and we're going to call it over. Exit to main menu. There we go. That was it for Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Warlords playing the Rise of Rome scenario. So thank you very much for watching. It was a great playthrough with some pretty tense moments, and I'm just amazed that I won. Barely won, but it's still incredible. And I thank you for coming along if you made it this far. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in another Civilization playthrough that I plan on doing relatively soon.